Entertainment go?
Vegas!
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 You hear that, Vegas producers? Vegas!
How many times are we gonna thumbs up? Like 6?
That's okay.
7. Alright.
Usually I'm doing it for some super reason, but I'm glad you guys are doing it.
Vegas. We really want to get a show in Vegas, because right now the only show I've seen in Vegas that uses voluptuous girls is Zoomanity, and they put the girls in fat suits, which makes me wonder.
Are you kidding?
No!
See, I would never pay the money for any Cirque shows. I'm like, I don't have that money for that. That's a Cirque show, right?
It's a Cirque du Soleil show, yeah.
So wait a minute, they don't have any bigger, beautiful...
They are
women?
bigger girls, but they're in bigger fat suits, yeah.
Oh, like they just gotta really push the point home? Like...
I think they're making it smooth. I think
they're
smoothing
smoothing it
things
out?
maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think dance tights would solve that problem, but whatever.
Okay.
Or maybe a corset by someone we know.
Corset or something.
With 5 Spanx on.
You know, I don't want to have to wear 5 pairs of Spanx. I want to wear 1 pair of dance tights just to give me a nice line.
We only want to wear the tights, the thong, the panties on the outside, the other panties, the thigh highs, the garters,
the 3 bras,
and the
pasties
with the corset,
just in case. Pasties and the bolero jacket.
That's it. No more.
Just that.
Okay, if you can squeeze into one of them stupid Spanx, you don't need it anyway. Like, that's the
Try to kick over someone's shoulder.
Seriously, you feel like you're being enveloped by something, like you're being mummified all the time.
Just kidding. I was gonna wear one tonight under my t-shirt.
Oh,
and I'm like, screw this.
No.
I'm gonna wear one under my corset.
We want to go to Vegas. We want to be the something different in Vegas that's happening, because there's a lot of cool things that are going on out there, and there's a lot of different things, but they don't have a show that's all voluptuous women. And I think that it would be well received.
I think so too.
Particularly because Vegas is such a central transient place for people from all around the world. And I can't even tell you on Facebook how many admirers I have in the Middle East. Lots.
Wow.
Lots and lots. I would say a majority of the fans that I get are from the Middle East and Asia.
In Asia, really?
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't think it because their society is on the small end, but really,
but they could be watching right now.
But that allows them to fetishize a bigger girl.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm fine being someone's fetish.
Wouldn't have been the first time.
You know, part of communicating what we do is being a fantasy girl. We're all fantasy girls on stage. Whether we're dressed like a nurse or we're dressed like a dominatrix, we're somebody's fantasy.
I wanted to ask about the BDSM number.
Sure.
Wait, is it strictly a Halloween number? Because I don't want to ruin...
the one that's not us. The other one.
Oh, the other one?
I don't know. Which one are you talking about?
She doesn't know
We do
either.
a comedy number that's BDSM.
you mentioned 2 tonight.
Yeah, the other one is the more would you say serious?
Yeah, I would say it's more intense.
More intense.
Now, are you in the scene?
Yes.
Okay, see? Like, there's a connection here.
Well,
a lot of the girls are. Right?
My other degree is in business and marketing, and I like to have a foot in just about everything. You never know. You never know where you're going to find it. But I was involved in the scene before I graduated. But it was just one of those light bulb moments when you get your degree and you're like, so who am I going to market this to? And you're like, chubby girls in vinyl. Yes, I can do that.
I think BDSM does really well by
the community
people.
Is fantastic.
Yeah.
We performed for the Women's Leather Association just recently for their awards night.
I bet.
And it went really, really well. And we performed, I don't know if you know Mr. Serene, we performed for her last...
We just had lunch with her
We just had lunch with your guest.
Okay, we just performed...
What about the Corner number?
I've talked to her before.
We just performed for her last night as Queen of the Women's Association for the year.
Right, because she had her leather title for the year.
Right.
Right.
So we performed for her last night of that.
Okay.
And then we performed for the awards ceremony the next night where they're crowning the new one. Right. And then we performed for Cook's Corner, which is the Orange County BDSM social.
What a great name.
Cook's Corner is the biker bar out in Mission Viejo.
Oh, that's the bar. Okay.
Yeah. But it's the Cook's
that
BDSM.
Could be a weird connection.
It's a monthly thing?
Yeah, they do it once a month, the first Thursday of the month, I think.
It's a biker. That'd be weird.
Okay, anyway. So we performed there, which is an outdoor venue. That was fun. We performed there a couple times, and that was really well received, and the people of Cook's Corner were just so open arms and accepting, and it was a really great audience to perform for, particularly because we fashioned some of our fetish numbers around that venue. Because I was like, okay, we're going to go perform for the BDSM people. We got to make it kinky. So that's how Ginger began using the bullwhip as her gimmick. Yeah.
Nice.
So a lot of stuff evolved from being involved in the BDSM community, and they're so supportive, and they're amazing people. So I think it's just a part of our group as a whole, that not everyone involved in the troupe is involved in BDSM, but they can appreciate performing for that kind of audience, and they appreciate the beauty in what it is.
And that means a lot, because there's other troupes that would be like, what, a dungeon? No, we're not going there. We don't want to be associated.
We were offered, we were considering performing at a swingers place, like a couples sex.
That was where
I think it's Freedom Makers.
This is Club Wet.
Club Wet
on Wednesday nights at the same venue at Freedom Makers.
We're talking to them about possibly performing for them, and I think that it's a great venue for what we do.
Right.
I think that the people there will really appreciate what we do. We also have a lot of other things in the works, getting our feet wet in other arenas. I want to expose burlesque to the world that hasn't seen burlesque for real. They're the ones that saw Christina Aguilera in the movie and saw a bunch of cabaret going on and thought that was burlesque. The only burlesque number in there was the one where she's doing a fan dance with the band. I don't know if you saw the movie, but that's the only one that looks teasy at all. The rest are mostly standing vocals or vocal dancing, which are, like we described earlier, more of cabaret.
But they say the word burlesque a lot.
They do say
the word burlesque.
They say burlesque in every song.
That's important. Yeah, right. In a burlesque movie called Burlesque.
Did Cher sing in the movie?
She did, twice.
Okay, so it was excuses for the both of them to sing. Okay.
Well,
they don't need excuses.
It was a good movie. It was a fluff film for sure, but and they did have some beautiful dance routines, and they had some really fantastic songs.
But it wasn't about burlesque.
But it wasn't really about burlesque. It was more about the American dream, coming from the farm and making it big on.
So it was like Showgirls, but you're not supposed to laugh. Is that?
Yeah, kind of.
Because I love Showgirls, but I know I'm gonna laugh.
Less boobs, unfortunately.
Wait, you don't see Christina Aguilera's boobies?
Stunt boobs.
I'm not going to spoil that, because in true burlesque tradition, I'm going to tease you. I don't know.
Make them beg for more, and then don't give it to them.
So I was trying to work on it, and I knew a few people on it, and I'm like, okay, great, I didn't work on it, so I was kind of bummed. So I'm going to wait for DVD. Oh, it's on DVD.
It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. There wasn't very much burlesque in it.
We could sit with popcorn.
Most of it was cabaret stuff.
It'll be great.
But we do have a mix of stuff in our stew. Not all of our stuff is burlesque either. We have some cabaret numbers as well. But
the number that I just did wasn't burlesque.
Yeah, it was very entertaining though.
Thank
you.
It's
very sexy and very sexually suggestive and talks about boobs. So can't go wrong there.
No.
We even have some numbers that are very have a lot of lesbian tendencies in them. Since we're an all-female troupe, there's a lot of real beautiful
pants rolls.
There's a lot of routines where girls dress like men and do the routine dressed cross-dressed.
We have that.
Yeah, we have that.
That's our funny one. But it's not made fun of.
It's not making fun of. It's a comedian. It's a comic number. I'm cross-dressed in it as a man, and there's another one where Moloko is cross-dressed as a man also, and then Raya's even cross-dressed for a couple of routines. I think that they make really beautiful sexual tension.
Well, I mean, they play them. I mean, like you were talking about before, I was watching from the side, with the woman walks a certain way to be a woman, walks a certain way to be a man. There are gestures when they're playing men, like for a Nasty Naughty Boy.
Oh boy, yeah.
I don't know how to describe it.
It's mesmerizing to see a woman look like a man and be so fucking sexy. It's like, oh, I want to rip your pants off right now.
And so we put it in
but let me unhook your suspenders first. Hold on. Wait.
I gotta undo all the buttons.
Well, in burlesque, it's usually snaps.
Sure.
So
lavender spats, eh?
Lavender spats.
What a nice calf.
Nice gams, baby. But yes, there's some really beautiful stuff that's done that has some lesbian tendencies in it. That it's not straight out doing a girl on stage, but it's so suggestive that there's no way you can mistake it.
Women's Leather must have loved you guys.
Oh, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They did.
And we loved them.
We did. They were really, really receptive and beautiful and amazing. And when we did our performances, they were super supportive too. So it's really nice to have that kind of support.
And really accommodating too. While we were there.
Oh yeah, definitely. They really took care of us while we were there. It was actually something. I always imagine it like a graphic novel, like one of Anne Rice's or Anne Rockler's, where there's like a submissive at your feet asking you if you want water.
That's the best.
Can I get you a water bottle? And I'm like, yeah, scrub 2, please. Thank you.
If you hang out with the
must.
community, oh my God, there's people ready, willing, and able.
You know, I had a gentleman ask me if I wanted a foot rub when we were done. I was like, yes, please. I've been in these stilettos for 3 hours.
And he was in this hanging cage.
Sure. Reaches his hands through the doors.
You made his year, probably.
That's it. And we had an opportunity to use the venue to take pictures, which was great
Oh,
too.
that's
So
great.
they were really accommodating with that. I was like, hey, do you mind if we snap a few pictures while we're waiting to go on? And so we had girls in and out of cages, on racks, on St. Andrew crosses. And
That's great.
Where can people see pictures of us?
at voluptuousentertainment.com, or you can find us on Facebook. On Facebook, facebook.com/voluptuousentertainmentca. If you want to find us on Facebook and follow all of our goings-ons.
Shenanigans.
We love stalkers on Facebook. They're great. Just not in person.
Yeah.
They're great. Stalkers, not so
From
great.
really
From a
far
distance.
away.
You can give foot massages, you can bring food.
From within a
You can bring
cage.
shoes, no stocking.
Please stop offering to buy my underwear, please.
I think
Stop
business though.
offering.
You might
Stop
want
it.
to reconsider.
Just stop offering, please.
Quit offering and just do it.
Yes.
Up the price, and then
Oh
we'll
boy.
That's how it is.
So we're just really trying to make a difference in what we're doing with burlesque and do something that's not been done to death. So it's a nice niche that I think we're carving out for ourselves because there's really no niche for it yet. We're making it.
Yeah.
There's only 2 or 3 other plus size troops I've heard of in the world. One's the Glamazons, which they did America's Got Talent, if you saw them. So Glamazons, and they're in New York. And then there's another one in Northern California that we found once, and that's it. That's all we've ever found.
Well,
as
good.
far
Then
as
you should be
burlesque
students
trips.
for Las Vegas. You're right here. So
I know, it's
be
great.
so easy.
We don't have much competition. It's
It's
kind of
great.
nice.
I think that's wonderful.
Although it is nice to have some competition because then you up your game.
Mhm.
So that's good.
Scarlett, how long have you been doing this?
A year.
Okay.
And you cracking the whip, you got these girls like 3 times a week, 4 hours.
Ginger's
5
not
hours.
the only one that can crack a bull whip.
She's been designing
great.
forever too.
Yeah.
These are, I mean, she has these talents that she's been exploring for years before she did this. It is really perfect, this specific project for her, how it really employs all of her different talents. I'm sure you have tons more that aren't.
Thanks, love.
She discovered her niche for choreography just by doing this.
Oh yeah, I'd never choreographed a thing in my life.
I remember she had started with the group, and then she came to me. She says, "You know what? I think I can choreograph. I have found a new talent that I have," and she's great at it.
I actually had never danced before either.
Right?
Wow.
You were taking.
I took a chair dancing class when I lived in Texas when I was interning for JCPenney. And I was bored because I wanted to meet new friends. And there's a very conservative scene out there, so I was trying to find the more bohemian scene in Dallas. And the bohemian scene was in the alternative fitness arena. So there were alternative fitness is like burlesque for fitness, chair dancing for fitness, pole for fitness.
Was it Zumba now?
Yeah, Zumba's the next big thing. But at the time, I was like, chair dancing? That sounds like a lot of stomach muscles. So at the time, that's what I wanted to get rid of. So I went and did chair dancing, and I really enjoyed it. And I only did it for 6 months. And
She came back and she took this other class, burlesque dancing class, and she kept coming back and saying, gosh, I had this idea for a move to do, and you guys just really all came together.
yeah, I took a burlesque class out here for fitness just to follow up with the chair dancing that I did, but I didn't enjoy it.
You had better ideas, I
The
think.
choreography wasn't what I expected it to be, and I felt that they really dumbed it down to the capability of who was taking it. And I'm like, really? Just a move like this? That's it? I mean, granted, it's a subtle, beautiful move, but they did it like 4 times in the same routine, and I'm like, you're more creative than that.
It's
You
good, it
really
pushed
gotta
you.
be. It really did. It pushed me. And then I tried out for someone else's burlesque show, and it fell through. It just wasn't a good experience. And all of the girls who were in the same experience with me said we could do a better job than this, and we did.
That was the beginning. That was the seed.
That's the abridged, in a nutshell version.
Yeah,
of
you
how
have
we
to
started.
go watch the other version on YouTube.
Yeah. It's been fantastic. There's been a lot of ups and downs.
Is Blondie from the original group?
No, no, nobody is except me now.
Oh. I'm from the third generation, I think.
No, you're second generation.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, first generation.
I'm
all those
number
ladies
2.
have moved on. All those ladies have moved on to other venues and things that they do in their lives, and they're just kind of out of the performing scene and doing their business.
Or doing their own performing scene.
No,
Chris.
really, she's performing. Juliet's from the 3rd season.
Oh.
It's like a TV show. Season 2, season 3, season.
Well, we do
Love triangles.
we do our seasons in 6 months prospects. The first generation never actually performed. The second generation was Voluptuous Entertainment, debuted in November 2010, was our actual debut show. And then the 3rd season was January through June of this year.
Wow.
So technically, there's only been 2 performing seasons, but the original generation is the lost generation.
I found it right here.
I'm the only one left of that one now because of all kinds of different reasons. Did people move on? That turnover's high. It just is. When you're not making money, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, then you eventually lose interest. So.
Yep.
It's hard to keep a solid crew together, but it's worth it if you can. If you get those rollover people, like for instance, we had Blondie for 2 seasons, and that was amazing because she was really helpful at teaching other people routines that we would have to start from scratch. And it's really hard for me to sit and try and teach 7 new girls one routine. It's easier for me to have someone who already knows a routine on one side of the room, me on the other side of the room, and then somebody in the middle, so that they have someone to glance at peripherally to say, oh, am I doing this right, or is this right? And I have another 2 pairs of eyes that can say, oh, no, flip your hand this way, or whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We work together really well. So, and I'm losing one of my faves.
Oh, right, no!
This season, Moloko Velasette was with us from not the original generation, but from the 1st season.
Where's she going?
She's moving to San Francisco. She's a glass blower, and she got a
You
job.
can't beat that.
I was apprenticing with
That's
her.
very cool.
She was apprenticing with her for a little bit, but now she's moving on. So unfortunately, you never got past level 1.
It's okay. I got to play. I didn't have to do the hard. I didn't go into grammar. I was like saying hello and can I order a hamburger?
And where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom?
Yeah.
In glass blowing language.
Yes.
That's how far I got.
Oh,
I didn't get to conjugating verbs or anything.
Right.
I can make marbles and little dildos.
Oh, okay. You made bogs the whole time. Don't lie.
No, that's too advanced for me. And the dildos only fit up my nose.
All of you nose dildo people out there.
Voluptuousentertainment.com.
No. So yes, we're losing her this season, and we're gonna miss her dearly. She's an asset.
Hey, you know what? This might mean that we have to go up to San Francisco.
We just may have to go to San Francisco and go visit that other troupe that's up there.
Yeah.
Go say hi and say, hey, here's what we do.
Have a burlesque slam.
All right. That would be amazing. I'd love to have a burlesque slam.
Wow.
Like someone does a routine and then
You
have
can
a
serve.
routine. Or you just play one song and one person burlesques a little bit, like as a verb, because they do that in the movie burlesque.
Trading aids.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. That'd be fun.
So yeah, that would be fun. I would be totally down. I love trading ideas and skills. It's
Thank you both very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And I want to thank Taylor for doing his poetry with us earlier.
Thank
you so much.
Great poetry.
And we will be back on October 28th. We will be back on Ustream Live October 28th for our show, and we have Adrienne Akers. She's actually one of the center's presenters, and she's going to be talking to us about disabilities and sex, and how you can still be sexy even though you're in a wheelchair or have other disabilities. So, we're all about
Monkey shine.
empowering and being sexy. So, thank you. Have a great night.
Bye.